If you like to get your fair share of fruits and vegetables every single day, having it directly is the best option. Cold pressed juicing is the next best option as it retains more nutrients than juicing via a blender. There are a few things to note before buying a cold pressed juicer. First, they are cumbersome to clean. A cold pressed juicer has many moving parts and each of them have to be cleaned individually. You can pour water and blend it to get a cursory cleaning done, but cleaning each of the filters, the auger and the jars is required. Second, they come in different sizes. Some that only juice one glass are sleek, others are compact, and some are bulky. If you are space crunched in your kitchen, choose the compact ones. Let's understand how to select the best cold press juicer for your needs. Cold press juicers can be used to make fruit and vegetable juices, nut milks, smoothies and sorbets. But each of these require a different type of filter or a strainer for it. All juicers do come with a fine strainer, ideal for making fruit and vegetable juices. Smoothies are generally thicker, so require a coarse strainer, which only the juicers that you see on the screen have. And sorbets require a different type of strainer too, which only the juicers you see on the screen again have it. With brands like Kuvings, while they don't have the coarse and the sorbet strainer included in the base package, it can be purchased separately. My research shows that the fine strainer is good enough for most people. Coarse strainer is the next popular option. Sorbet strainers are rarely used. The brand Nook has a unique fused strainer, so the strainer is not a separate part that requires cleaning. Next, we need to determine how powerful the juicer is and how long it can run, which is determined by its wattage. Lower wattage implies the juicer can get heated up quickly when run for longer than 2 to 3 minutes. This is good enough when you're juicing in small quantities. But when you juice many glasses at once, buying a slow juicer with a higher wattage upwards of 150 to 200 watts is ideal. The Balzano juicer and the Havells Nutri-Pure have the lowest wattage of approximately 100 watts. But they are also slim juicers meant only for 1 or 2 glasses of juicing only. So 100 watts is good enough for these models. One of the biggest benefit of using a cold press juicer is that it juices slowly to retain its nutrients. So having a low RPM is key. Many brands like Solara, Havells, Hestia, Kuvings, Hafele and Huron have low RPM under 50. The Philips and Amaze Chef masticating juicers have RPMs close to 100, which is the highest in this segment. For convenience, many new cold press juicers are coming with wide feeding tube sizes. So you don't even need to cut down your fruits and vegetables into smaller pieces before feeding it to the juicer. Such juicers also have auto-cutting feeding tubes that can accommodate the whole fruit or the vegetable. Amongst the juicers compared, Cookwell, Russell Hobbs, Nook and the Kuvings Auto 6 have wide feeding tubes. And lastly, the size of the collection jars for both the pulp and the juice is important. Havells Nutri-Pure, Nook, Kuvings Auto 6 and Bosch have the largest collection jars. A nice to have but not a must have in my opinion. They do occupy much more space for storage. Warranty amongst cold press juicers varies widely, with many brands providing 1 year on the product with additional warranty on the motor. Huron gives the best warranty of 3 years, followed by Bosch, Hafele, Borosil, Russell Hobbs and Philips, which gives 2 years on the product. Pricing is significantly varied as well, from 4,000 rupees for a slim form factor single glass juicer to professional juicers upwards of 40,000, which we have not covered in this video. We have covered juicers that give best value for money for home use, under 25,000. Now that we understand how to shortlist the cold press juicers specific to our needs, let's get to my recommendations for the best cold press juicers in India. So far, cold press juicers have been quite bulky and occupy too much space in our kitchen. This year, there are a number of compact cold press juicers available. So many of my recommendations will be compact cold press juicers as well. The best cold press juicers are in the range of 12 to 14,000. In this segment, I have 2 recommendations for you. For a compact juicer, I recommend the new Nook Drip Cold Press Juicer. This has a wide feeding tube, useful for loading uncut fruits and vegetables into the juicer. This does not come with a coarse strainer or a sorbet strainer, so primarily useful for juicing of fruits and vegetables. It also has a unique fused strainer, so lesser moving parts and lesser assembly and disassembly every time that we have to juice. Collection jars in Nook is also quite large, but it can be quite cumbersome to store too because of its size. Making smoothies and sorbets are important for you. I recommend the Hestia Nutri-Max. This comes with 3 different types of strainers. One fine strainer, which is for juicing, one coarse strainer, which is for smoothies, and one sorbet strainer for a full range of recipes using the cold press juicer. With a 240 watt motor and a low RPM of 46, this continues to be on my recommendation for cold press juicers. This juicer is the regular size, so a larger form factor than the Nook model that we discussed earlier. So it does require more storage space. At a similar size and price point, the Agaro Imperial is an alternative that many would want to consider. But this Agaro Imperial has a much higher RPM of 65. Like I said earlier, the value of a cold press juicer is because of its slow juicing. So we must try to choose one that has a lower RPM. In the premium segment, my recommendation is the new Kuvings Auto 6 cold press juicer. This is a compact cold press juicer that can be used for many glasses of juice without getting heated up. This juicer has a wide tube, so large pieces of fruits and vegetables, even full-sized ones, can be inserted at once. It has a 200 watt motor, one of the best, so does not get heated up very easily. While it does not come with additional coarse strainers or sorbet strainers, it can be used for nut milk and smoothies too. Overall, great premium cold press juicer for your home use. For single glass juicing, I have 2 recommendations for you again. Remember, these have a low power motor, so it cannot be run for more than 2 to 3 minutes continuously. The motor will get heated up. With that in mind, let's get to my recommendations. My first recommendation at a very low budget is the Balzano Slow Juicer. I have tried the Balzano Slow Juicer myself and it is definitely suitable for small quantity juicing. Unfortunately, this has received low reviews over the last few years. Most of them pointing to the fact that it cannot run for longer than 2 to 3 minutes, which is an unfair expectation from this slim juicer. This can be mainly used for juicing only, no smoothies or sorbets. My next recommendation is the Havells Nutri-Pure. This again has a 105 watt motor, so can be used for small quantities only. It has a wide feeding tube, so fruits and vegetables can be inserted without cutting it into smaller pieces. The slim form factor again make it suitable for storing away when it is not in use. If you found this video useful, share the video and subscribe to become part of the 100,000 plus community that trusts us with their decision making. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.